100 reasons you are enough. Close your eyes and let yourself settle into this moment. Right now, in this very breath, you are exactly where you need to be. And I want to tell you a story about someone who is already complete, already whole, already enough, that someone is you. You see, the first truth is this: your existence itself is a miracle. Think about it for a moment. Out of all the possibilities in the universe, out of billions of years of cosmic chance, you are here. The odds of you being born were astronomically small, 1 in 400 trillion. Scientists say your parents met at just the right moment, and their parents before them, stretching back through countless generations. You are the result of an unbroken chain of survival, of love, of moments that align perfectly to create you. That alone makes you remarkable. You didn't have to earn your place here. You already belong. And here's something beautiful. You are constantly changing, constantly growing. Every single day, your body replaces millions of cells. You are quite literally not the same person you were yesterday. The mistakes you made last week, those cells are already being renewed. The embarrassing moment from last month, you've grown new skin since then. You are always in the process of becoming, which means you're never stuck. Every sunrise gives you new cells, new chances, new beginnings. You carry your past with you, yes, but you are not defined by it. You are defined by this moment, and this moment is always fresh. Let me tell you about your heart, that incredible muscle that's been beating since before you were even born. It started working about 21 days after conception, and it hasn't stopped since right now. As you listen to these words, your heart is beating roughly 100,000 times today. It will beat about 2.5 billion times in your lifetime, pumping blood through 60,000 miles of blood vessels. And it does this without you having to think about it, without you having to try. Your body is working tirelessly to keep you alive, to keep you going, because you matter. Your body believes in you even when you don't believe in yourself. And speaking of your body, let's talk about your brain. That 3-pound universe inside your skull. Your brain contains roughly 86 billion neurons, and each neuron can form thousands of connections with other neurons. That means you have more neural connections in your brain than there are stars in the Milky Way galaxy. You carry an entire galaxy of potential inside you. Every thought you have, every feeling, every dream, every memory, they're all the result of this magnificent complex network. And here's what's truly beautiful. Your brain is uniquely yours. No one else in all of human history has ever had your exact combination of thoughts, experiences, and perspectives. Your way of seeing the world is irreplaceable. Now, I want you to think about all the times you've been kind, even in small ways. Maybe you held the door for someone. Maybe you smiled at a stranger who looked sad. Maybe you sent a thoughtful message to a friend. These moments might seem tiny to you, but they created ripples you'll never fully see that person you smiled at. Maybe you were the only one who noticed them that day, that door you held. Maybe that person was carrying something heavy, both physically and emotionally. You have touched more lives than you realize. Your kindness doesn't need to be grand or dramatic to matter. It already does matter, simply because it comes from you. Here's another truth. You have survived 100% of your worst days. Think about that. Every single challenge you faced, every heartbreak, every disappointment, every moment you thought you couldn't go on, you survived them all. You were more resilient than you give yourself credit for. There were days when you didn't think you'd make it through, but here you are, breathing, existing, continuing. That's not weakness. That's extraordinary strength. You are stronger than you know, braver than you believe, and more capable than you imagine. And let's talk about something we often overlook, your ability to feel deeply. Whether it's joy, sadness, love, or fear, you experience the full spectrum of human emotion.
Some people might have told you that you're too sensitive or that you feel too much. But your sensitivity is not a flaw. It's a superpower. It means you're alive, truly alive. You can be moved by a sunset, touched by a song, changed by a story. You have the capacity to connect with others, to empathize, to love deeply. This world needs people who feel, who care, who aren't afraid to be vulnerable. Your emotions are proof that you're fully human, fully present, fully engaged with life.
You know what else? You've already overcome. So many fears you don't even remember. When you were a child, you were afraid of the dark, afraid of being alone, afraid of so many things. But you faced them, one by one. You learned to ride a bike even though you fell. You spoke up in class even though your voice shook. You tried new things even when you didn't know if you'd succeed. Every day, you do things that once terrified you. You walk through the world with courage you don't even recognize as courage anymore. But it is. Every time you get up in the morning and face another day, you are being brave. And finally, for this first part of our journey together, I want you to know this. You are enough, simply because you are you. Not because of what you achieve, not because of what others think of you, not because of how you look, or how much money you make, or how productive you are. You are enough because your existence has inherent value. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You don't need to be different, better, or more. Right here, right now, exactly as you are. With all your quirks, your flaws, your imperfections, you are completely, utterly, perfectly enough. Let that sink in. You are enough. You always have been. You always will be. Let's continue this journey together, settling even deeper into the truth of who you are. You know what's remarkable? Your voice is completely unique. No one else in the entire world sounds exactly like you. Scientists can identify you by your voice alone. It's as unique as your fingerprint. The timbre, the rhythm, the way you pronounce certain words. It's all distinctively yours. And that voice of yours, it has the power to comfort someone who's hurting, to make someone laugh when they're sad, to say I love you in a way that no one else can. Your voice matters. What you have to say matters. Even when you doubt yourself, even when you think no one's listening, your voice carries weight and meaning. And let's talk about something beautiful. You are made of stardust. This isn't just poetic language. It's literal scientific fact. Every atom in your body heavier than hydrogen was forged in the heart of a dying star billions of years ago. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the oxygen you breathe, all of it came from stars that exploded long before our sun even existed. You are, quite literally, made of the cosmos. You carry the universe inside you. When you look up at the night sky, you're not just observing the stars. You're looking at your ancestors, your origins. You belong to something vast and ancient and beautiful. Here's something you might not think about. You've already made someone's day better without even knowing it. Maybe it was the way you laughed at someone's joke and made them feel funny. Maybe it was a compliment you gave that someone held on to for weeks. Maybe it was just your presence, the fact that you were there when someone needed not to be alone. We rarely get to see the full impact of our existence on others. There are people walking around right now who are happier, stronger, or more hopeful because you existed. Your life has created light in places you've never even seen.
let's consider your body's incredible ability to heal itself. When you cut your finger, your body immediately springs into action. Blood clots form, white blood cells rush to fight infection, and new skin cells begin to grow. You don't have to tell your body to do this. It just knows. It's constantly working to repair, restore, and renew you. Even your bones can heal themselves after breaking. Your body is always on your side, always fighting for you, always believing you're worth saving. It has carried you through every single day of your life, and it continues to carry you forward with unwavering dedication. Think about all the things you've learned throughout your life. You learned to walk, even though you fell down hundreds of times. You learned to talk, starting with simple sounds and building up to complex thoughts. You learned to read, transforming strange symbols on a page into stories and ideas. You've learned how to navigate relationships, how to cope with disappointment, how to find joy in small things. Every skill you have, you acquired through effort and practice. You are a learning machine, constantly growing, constantly adapting. And the beautiful thing, you're still learning, you're still growing. There's no deadline on becoming who you're meant to be.
Here's a profound truth. You have already given someone hope. Maybe you didn't realize it at the time. Maybe it was when you shared your own struggle and someone else realized they weren't alone. Maybe it was when you kept going despite difficulties and someone watching thought, if they can do it, maybe I can too. Maybe it was simply your existence. Someone out there is grateful that you're alive. Your story, with all its ups and downs, has the power to inspire. You don't need to be perfect to give others hope. Sometimes your imperfections and how you handle them are exactly what someone else needs to see. Let's talk about your capacity for growth, neuroplasticity. The brain's ability to form new neural pathways continues throughout your entire life. This means you are never too old to change, never too stuck to grow, never too far gone to become someone new. The narrative that says people don't change is scientifically false. Your brain is designed for transformation. Every new experience, every new thought, every new habit literally reshapes your brain. The person you were 5 years ago, different brain structure. The person you'll be 5 years from now, your brain will have changed again. You are not fixed. You are fluid, dynamic, eternally capable of becoming. Consider this: you have survived every single one of your anxious thoughts, every worry that kept you up at night, every catastrophe you imagined, every fear that felt overwhelming. You outlasted them all. Most of the things you worried about never happened, and the ones that did happen, you handled. You are more powerful than your anxiety. Your fears are just thoughts, just chemical signals. They feel enormous, but you are bigger. You have walked in fire and come out the other side again and again. That takes courage, that takes strength, that takes someone who is absolutely, undeniably enough. And here's something worth celebrating. You have unique talents and abilities that you probably take for granted. Maybe you're good at making people feel comfortable. Maybe you notice small details others miss. Maybe you have a way with animals or a knack for fixing things, or the ability to remember lyrics. These aren't lesser talents, they are gifts to the world. Not everyone needs to be a genius or a celebrity or a world changer in some grand sense. The world also needs people who listen well, who make others laugh, who create small moments of beauty and connection. Your particular combination of abilities is needed. There's a space in this world that only you can fill. Finally, let me remind you of this. You are enough on your bad days too. You don't have to earn your worth by being productive, by being happy,
by being on all the time on the days when you struggle to get out of bed. When everything feels heavy and you can barely function, you are still enough. Your value doesn't fluctuate based on your mood or your output. You are inherently worthy, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. And who you are is someone precious, someone irreplaceable, someone who deserves compassion and gentleness, especially from yourself. Breathe in this truth. Let it settle into your bones. You are enough. In every moment, in every state, exactly as you are. Let's keep going deeper into the truth of your inherent worth. There's something extraordinary about your eyes. Your iris is approximately 4 and 5 fixed unique characteristics. That's more than a fingerprint, which only has about 40. Your eyes are so distinctly yours that they can identify you with greater accuracy than almost any other biometric measure. But beyond that, your eyes have witnessed things no one else has seen in quite the same way. The sunsets you've watched, the faces of people you love, the places you've been, all filtered through your unique perspective. You see the world in a way that has never existed before and will never exist again. Your vision, both literal and metaphorical, adds something irreplaceable to the collective human experience. Here's a beautiful reality. You've already been someone's answer to a prayer. Maybe a parent prayed for a child and you arrived. Maybe someone prayed for a friend and you showed up at just the right time. Maybe someone needed help and you were there to offer it. You don't need to be a miracle worker or a saint. Sometimes being someone's answer to a prayer is as simple as being present, being kind, being you. There are moments when your existence alone has been exactly what someone needed. You're that important. You matter that much. Let's talk about your ability to create. Humans are the only species that creates for the pure joy of creation. Whether you draw, write, cook, garden, or simply rearrange furniture, you're exercising a uniquely human capacity to bring something new into existence. Every time you make something, even something small, you're adding to the world. That doodle in your notebook, that playlist you curated, that sandwich you made with extra care. These are all acts of creation. You are a creator, and creation is sacred. You don't need an audience or recognition for your creativity to matter. It matters because it comes from you. Consider this. Your DNA contains about 3 billion base pairs of information. If you were to type out your entire genetic code, it would fill 2,000 phone books of 1,000 pages each. That's how much information is packed into every single cell of your body. You are incomprehensibly complex, a masterpiece of biological engineering, and yet, for all that complexity, there's something beautifully simple at your core. You are alive, you are here, and you are enough. All that complexity exists just to create you. This exact version of you, right here, right now. You're something worth acknowledging. You've forgiven people even when it was hard. Forgiveness is one of the most difficult and courageous things a human can do. Maybe you've forgiven someone who hurt you. Maybe you've let go of a grudge. Maybe you've given someone a second chance. Each time you forgive, you free yourself from the weight of bitterness. You choose healing over hurt, growth over stagnation. That's not weakness, that's incredible strength. It takes someone truly special to look at pain and choose to move beyond it. You have that specialness inside you. Let's talk about your laughter. When you laugh, your body releases endorphins, natural chemicals that make you feel good. Your heart rate increases, you take in more oxygen, and your muscles relax. But beyond the physical benefits, your laughter has the power to change the energy in a room. It can break tension, build connections, and remind people that joy is possible even in difficult times. Your laugh is medicine, both for you and for others. And the things that make you laugh, they reveal your personality, your sense of humor, your unique way of finding light in the world. Never underestimate the power of your joy. Here's a profound truth. You have the ability to change someone's entire day with just a few words, a simple thank you, a genuine compliment. A word of encouragement, these can resonate far longer than you imagine. The cashier who seems tired, your kindness might be the only kindness they receive all day. That friend who's struggling, your words of support might be what keeps them going. You have this power in you, this ability to uplift and inspire with your words, your voice, your kindness, your encouragement. They create ripples that extend far beyond what you can see. Let's consider something often overlooked. You've adapted to countless changes in your life: new schools, new jobs, new homes, new relationships, loss, grief, unexpected challenges. You've navigated them all. Adaptation is one of humanity's greatest strengths, and you embody it. You are flexible, resilient, capable of adjusting when life throws curveballs. Some changes were easier than others, but you survived all of them. You learned, you grew, you kept moving forward. That's not something everyone can do, yet you've done it repeatedly. You are adaptable, and that makes you powerful. You're something beautiful. You carry the love of everyone who has ever loved you. Even if some of those people are no longer in your life, their love shaped you. It became part of who you are. The grandmother who baked your cookies, the teacher who believed in you, the friend who made you laugh until you cried. Their love lives on in you. You are the accumulation of every kind word, every warm hug, every moment of being seen and valued. That love doesn't disappear. It becomes woven into your very being. You carry your constellation of love inside you, and it makes you radiant. Finally, let me tell you this. You have intrinsic worth that cannot be diminished. Not by failure, not by rejection, not by mistakes, not by what others think of you. Your worth is built into your existence. You don't have to achieve anything to deserve love, respect, and dignity. You don't have to be perfect, successful, or extraordinary in conventional ways. Your worth isn't conditional. It's absolute from the moment you were born until the moment you take your last breath. You matter. You are valuable, you're enough, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can change that fundamental truth. Let these words wash over you. You are loved, you are valuable, you are exactly who you need to be. You are king in my minutiae of creation. Let these words wash over you. You are loved. You are valuable. You are exactly who you need to be.
As we continue this journey, let's explore even more reasons why you are deeply, profoundly enough. Think about your ability to learn from your mistakes. Unlike many other creatures, humans have the remarkable capacity for self-reflection. When something goes wrong, you can look back, understand what happened, and make different choices next time. Every mistake you've made has taught you something, even if the lesson wasn't immediately clear. You are wiser today than you were yesterday, and you'll be wiser tomorrow than you are today. That's growth. That's evolution. That's the beautiful, messy process of becoming. Your mistakes don't define you. Your willingness to learn from them does. Here's something wonderful. Your body knows how to find comfort. When you're cold, you naturally seek warmth. When you're tired, you instinctively move toward rest. When you're overwhelmed, some part of you knows to slow down. Your body has an innate wisdom, a built-in guidance system that's always trying to protect you and nurture you. Even when your mind is chaotic, your body knows what you need. Learning to listen to that wisdom, to honor those needs, that's not selfishness, that's survival, that's self-love. And you deserve that love. Let's talk about the relationships you've built. Every friendship, every connection, every bond you formed, you co-created those. You showed up, you were vulnerable, you let people in. Building relations requires courage because it requires risking rejection, risking hurt. But you did it anyway. And the people in your life who love you, they love you for who you actually are, not who you pretend to be. That means the real you, with all your quirks and flaws and imperfections, is lovable. You are lovable. Not the perfect version of you that doesn't exist,
but the real messy human version of you. That's the version worth knowing. Consider this. You have a unique relationship with time, your childhood memories, your teenage years, your recent experiences, they all exist within you simultaneously. You carry your entire history inside you, and it informs who you are today. But here's what's beautiful, you're not trapped by your past. Every moment is an opportunity to write a new chapter, to make a new choice, to become someone slightly different. You are both everything you've ever been and everything you're still becoming. You contain multitudes. You are vast. Here's something powerful. You've shown up for yourself even when it was hard. There were mornings you didn't want to get out of bed, but you did. There were days you wanted to give up, but you kept going. There were moments you felt completely alone, but you stayed with yourself. That's loyalty. That's commitment. That's love. You've been your own constant companion through every single experience of your life. You've never abandoned yourself, even when things got dark. That takes strength most people never acknowledge. But I'm acknowledging it now. You've shown up for yourself, and that makes you incredibly brave. Let's talk about your capacity for wonder. Maybe you marvel at a particularly beautiful sky, or you lose yourself in a good song, or you're amazed by how something works. That sense of wonder, that's a gift. It means you haven't become so cynical, so hardened, so tired that you can't appreciate beauty anymore. You can still be surprised, still be delighted, still be moved in a world that often feels harsh and demanding. Your ability to experience wonder is precious. It keeps you connected to joy, to curiosity, to the magic that still exists if we're willing to see it. Here's a truth you might not realize. You've inspired someone. Maybe it was your courage during a difficult time, your kindness when you didn't have to be kind, your persistence when things were hard. Someone has watched you and thought, I want to be more like that. You don't need to be famous or exceptional to inspire others. Sometimes the most inspiring thing is simply being human, showing your struggles, your growth, your authenticity. You've impacted people in ways you'll never fully know, and that impact is part of your legacy, part of the mark you're leaving on the world. Consider your ability to appreciate beauty. Whether it's art, music, nature, or something else entirely, you have the capacity to recognize and appreciate beauty when you encounter it. This isn't a trivial thing. It means you're connected to something larger than yourself, something transcendent. Beauty reminds us that life isn't just about survival and productivity. It's about experience, about meaning, about moments that make our hearts expand. Your ability to appreciate beauty means you understand, on some level, that life is sacred. And if life is sacred, then so are you.
You're something important. You've been brave in small ways every single day. Bravery isn't just about grand gestures or dramatic moments. It's also about getting up and facing another day when you're exhausted. It's about being honest when it would be easier to lie. It's about trying something new when you're afraid of failing. It's about being yourself when the world pressures you to be someone else. You've demonstrated this kind of quiet, everyday bravery more times than you can count. That's heroism. You are a hero in your own story, even if you don't feel like one. Finally, remember this. You're a part of something bigger. You're connected to every other human being through our shared experience of being alive, of feeling, of struggling, of hoping. When you suffer, you're connected to everyone who has ever suffered. When you feel joy, you're connected to everyone who has ever felt joy. You're part of the great human family. And that means you're never truly alone. Your experiences, your feelings, your journey, they matter not just to you, but to the collective story of what it means to be human. You are a thread in a vast and beautiful tapestry, and the tapestry would be incomplete without you. Breathe deeply. You are connected. You are valued. You are an essential part of this world. Let's continue unfolding the many reasons you are more than enough, just as you are. Here's something amazing about your mind. You dream every night when you sleep. Your brain creates entire worlds, complete with characters, storylines, emotions, and experiences. You are a storyteller, even in your unconscious state. Scientists estimate that you'll spend about 6 years of your life dreaming. That's 6 years of your brain creating art, processing emotions, and working through experiences. Your dreams reveal your creativity, your fears, your hopes, your subconscious wisdom. Even when you're asleep, you're creating, processing, growing. Your mind never stops working on your behalf, never stops trying to help you understand yourself and your world. Let's talk about something you probably don't celebrate enough, your perseverance. Think about all the times you've wanted to quit, but didn't. The projects you finished even when they were hard, the relationships you worked on even when it would have been easier to walk away, the goals you pursued even when progress was slow. Perseverance isn't about being perfect or never struggling. It's about continuing despite the struggle. It's about getting back up after you fall, and you've done this countless times. You are persistent, determined, and resilient in ways you don't even recognize. That's the mark of someone with depth, with character, with true strength. Here's a beautiful truth. You've comforted someone who was hurting. Maybe you held from them while they cried. Maybe you listened without judgment when they needed to talk. Maybe you simply sat with someone in their pain without trying to fix it. Comfort is a profound gift that tells someone they're not alone, that their pain matters, that they're seen. The fact that you've offered this to others means you have compassion, empathy, and love flowing through you. These are some of the most valuable qualities a human can possess. You have them, they're part of who you are. Consider your immune system, this invisible army working 24/7 to protect you. Right now, as you rest here, your body is identifying and fighting off thousands of potential threats. Your immune system remembers every illness you've ever had, creating a library of defenses to keep you safe. It adapts, it learns, it evolves. Your body is constantly fighting for you, protecting you, keeping you alive. You don't have to earn this protection. Your body gives it freely, because it believes you're worth protecting. Your own body is your biggest advocate, your most loyal defender. It has never given up on you. Here's something profound you've experienced all. Maybe it was standing at the edge of the ocean, or looking up at a starry sky, or witnessing something that made you feel small in the best possible way. Awe is a uniquely powerful emotion. Research shows it makes us more generous, more connected to others, more aware of something larger than ourselves. The fact that you can experience awe means you haven't closed yourself off to wonder and mystery. You remain open to being moved, to being changed, to being humbled by beauty and vastness. But openness is a form of courage. Let's talk about your voice again, but in a different way. The voice of your thoughts, your inner dialogue, yes. Sometimes that voice is critical or harsh, but think about all the times that voice has also been encouraging, supportive, hopeful. The times you've talked yourself through fear, reminded yourself of your strength, given yourself permission to rest. Your inner voice has the capacity for tremendous kindness. And even when it's harsh, it's trying to protect you in the only way it knows how. You can learn to make that voice gentler, more compassionate. And in doing so, you're not changing who you are, you're becoming more fully yourself, more aligned with your own inherent goodness. Here's something you might not acknowledge: you've been generous. Maybe you shared your time, your resources, your energy, your knowledge. Maybe you've given someone the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you've offered help even when you were struggling yourself. Generosity isn't just about money, it's about giving freely from what you have, and the fact that you've been generous, even in small ways, reveals something beautiful about your character. It means you see beyond yourself, you care about others, you understand that we're all connected. That's wisdom, that's grace. Consider this. You survived waiting for test results, waiting for someone to call, waiting to heal, waiting for change, waiting for clarity. Waiting is one of the hardest things humans have to endure because it requires patience, trust, and the ability to sit with uncertainty. But you've done it. You've endured the discomfort of not knowing, of being in limbo, of having to simply be patient. That takes a special kind of strength, the strength to exist in the tension between where you are and where you want to be. You've mastered this difficult art, even when it felt impossible. Here's a wonderful reality. You make decisions every single day. Some are small: what to eat, what to wear. Some are significant: how to respond to conflict, whether to take a risk. But each decision is an act of agency, a way of steering your life in the direction you choose. You are not passive, you are an active participant in your own existence. Even when you feel powerless, you're making choices, and those choices matter. They shape your life, they reveal your values, they demonstrate your autonomy. You have power even when you don't feel powerful. You are the author of your own story. Finally, let me tell you this. You contain contradictions, and that's not a flaw, it's proof of your complexity. You can be both strong and vulnerable, both confident and uncertain, both happy and sad. You can want connection and solitude, adventure and stability, change and consistency. Humans aren't meant to be one-dimensional. You're allowed to be a walking paradox, full of contradictions and nuances. That's what makes you interesting, what makes you real, what makes you fully human. You don't need to resolve all your contradictions or fit neatly into one category. Your complexity is beautiful, your depth is a gift. You are enough in all your glorious, contradictory wholeness. Rest in this knowing you are complex, you are powerful, you are complete just as you are. Let's journey even deeper into the truth of your worth, discovering more reasons why you are profoundly, undeniably enough. You're something extraordinary. Your fingerprints formed before you were even born. Around 10 weeks in the womb, the unique patterns on your fingertips began to develop. Swirls and loops and ridges that belong only to you. No one else in the entire history of humanity has ever had or will ever have your exact fingerprints. From before your first breath, you were already one of a kind. The universe marked you as unique before you even opened your eyes. You were always meant to be exactly who you are. There's never been and will never be another you. Let's talk about something powerful. You've let go of things that no longer served you. Maybe it was a toxic relationship, a limiting belief, a job that drained you, or a habit that held you back. Letting go was incredibly difficult. We humans tend to cling to what's familiar, even when it hurts us. But you've released things, you've made space for something better. It takes wisdom, courage, and trust. It means you value your own well-being enough to choose it, even when choosing it is painful. That's self-respect. That's growth. And some work who knows their own worth.
Here's a beautiful reality. Your presence changes the energy of a room. When you walk in, something shifts. Maybe you bring calmness to chaos, or lightness to heaviness, or warmth to coldness. Maybe you're the one who makes people laugh, or the one who makes people feel heard, or the one who makes people feel safe. Your energy, your essence, your specific way of being, it has an impact. People feel it even if they can't name it. You don't have to try to have this effect. It's simply who you are. Your presence alone is a gift. Consider this: you've experienced transformation. You're not the same person you were 5 years ago, or even 1 year ago. You've shed old versions of yourself like a butterfly emerging from a chrysalis. Some transformations were intentional. You worked hard to change. Some were forced upon you by circumstances. But in all cases, you adapted, you evolved, you became someone new while still remaining essentially you. That's the beautiful paradox of growth. You change and yet you remain. And every transformation you've undergone has added depth, wisdom, and richness to who you are today. Here's something worth celebrating. You've stayed curious. Despite everything you've been through, despite disappointments and hardships, you haven't completely closed yourself off. You still ask questions, still want to learn, still wonder about things. Curiosity is the antidote to cynicism. It keeps you young, keeps you engaged, keeps you alive in the truest sense. Children are curious about everything. And somewhere inside you, that curious child still exists. That part of you that wonders why, and what if, and how does that work? That part is precious. That part keeps you growing, keeps you discovering, keeps you open to possibility. Let's talk about your scars, both visible and invisible. Every scar tells a story of survival. Whether it's a physical scar from an injury or an emotional scar from a painful experience, it's proof that you were hurt and you healed. Scars are your body and mind's way of saying, we endured this, and we're still here. They're not signs of weakness or brokenness, they're badges of resilience. They're evidence of your capacity to heal, to continue, to survive. Your scars make you who you are. They're part of your story, and your story is one of strength. Here's a profound truth: you've honored someone's memory. Maybe you've thought of someone who's no longer in your life and smiled at a memory. Maybe you've told a story about them, keeping them alive through your words. Maybe you've carried on a tradition they started, or embodied a value they taught you. When we remember people with love, we give them a kind of immortality. The fact that you do this, that you hold space for people in your heart and mind, shows your loyalty, your love, your depth of feeling. You keep love alive even across distance and time. That's beautiful. Consider your ability to find meaning. Humans are meaning-making creatures, and you're no exception. When something happens, good or bad, you search for understanding, for significance, for the lesson or the silver lining. This ability to extract meaning from experience is what allows us to grow from pain, to appreciate joy more deeply, to create narrative and coherence from the chaos of life. You're constantly weaving the threads of your experience into a story that makes sense to you. That's not naive or foolish, that's a survival mechanism, a coping skill, a profound form of intelligence. You make meaning, and in doing so, you make your life matter. Here's something important: you've set boundaries. Maybe you said no when you wanted to say yes because you knew yes would cost you too much. Maybe you walked away from a situation that wasn't healthy. Maybe you told someone they couldn't treat you a certain way. Setting boundaries is one of the hardest and most necessary acts of self-love. It requires you to value your own needs, your own limits, your own well-being as much as, or more than, other people's comfort. Every time you set a boundary, you're saying, I matter. My peace matters. My energy matters. And you're right, you do matter. Finally, here's a truth that encompasses so much. You are more than your worst moment. Whatever you've done that you regret, whatever mistakes you've made, whatever harm you've caused, that's not the entirety of who you are. You are also every kind word you've spoken, every generous act you've performed, every time you've tried to do better. You contain multitudes, the good and the bad, the light and the shadow, but your worst moment doesn't cancel out your best moments. Your mistakes don't erase your growth. You are a whole person, complex and flawed and beautiful, and you deserve compassion, especially from yourself. You are more, so much more, than any single thing you've ever done. Breathe in this truth. You are laid, you are deep. You are worthy of love and forgiveness and grace.
Let's continue this gentle journey, uncovering even more truths about your inherent worth. Here's something miraculous about you. You breathe without thinking about it. Right now, your body is taking in oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide somewhere between 12 and 20 times per minute. That's about 20,000 breaths a day, keeping you alive without any conscious effort on your part. Your body trusts the process of breathing so completely that it does it while you sleep, while you focus on other things. While you live your life, this automatic, life-sustaining rhythm is happening right now. And it's a reminder that at the most fundamental level, your body wants you to live. It's working constantly, faithfully, to keep you here. Let's talk about something you've done countless times. You started over. Maybe it was starting a new school, a new job, a new chapter after a breakup or loss. Starting over requires tremendous courage because it means facing the unknown, releasing what was familiar and trusting that you'll figure things out. And yet, you've done it multiple times. Each new beginning was scary, but you walk through that fear anyway. You prove to yourself that you can handle fresh starts, that you can rebuild, that you can create something new from the ruins of what was. That's resilience in its purest form. Here's a beautiful truth. You've made someone feel less alone. In a world where loneliness is epidemic, where so many people feel isolated and unseen, you've been a connection point. Maybe you shared your own struggle and someone realized they weren't the only one. Maybe you reached out to someone who was withdrawn. Maybe you simply stayed when others left. The gift of presence, of witnessing, of saying me too, or I see you. These are profound acts of love. You've given this gift, and in doing so, you've made the world a little less lonely. That matters more than you know. Consider this. Your body temperature regulates itself automatically. When you're hot, you sweat to cool down. When you're cold, you shiver to generate heat. Your body is constantly working to maintain a precise internal temperature of about 98 on 6 because that's the temperature at which your cells function best. You don't have to think about this, plan for it, or make it happen. Your body just knows. It has an innate intelligence and wisdom that predates your conscious mind by millions of years of evolution. Your body is wise, and it's always working in your favor. Here's something powerful. You've celebrated other people's successes, even when you were struggling, even when you felt behind or inadequate. You felt genuine joy for someone else's achievement. That's rare and beautiful. Envy is natural, but so is genuine happiness for others. And you've chosen the latter. You've clapped for others while working on your own journey that shows maturity, generosity of spirit, and an abundance mindset. It means you'll understand that someone else's success doesn't diminish your worth. There's enough goodness to go around, and you're secure enough in yourself to celebrate the others. Let's talk about your intuition, that gut feeling you sometimes get. Your intuition is real. It's your brain processing thousands of tiny details and patterns you're not consciously aware of and sending you a signal. Something's off, or this feels right. You've probably had moments when you listened to your intuition, and it steered you well. And moments when you ignored it and wished you had. And your intuition is a gift, a form of wisdom that doesn't rely on logic or explanation. The more you trust it, the stronger it becomes. You have this inner guidance system, this compass that's always pointing towards your truth. You just need to listen. Here's a profound reality. You've apologized, you've recognized and you were wrong, and you've taken responsibility. That's humbling, uncomfortable work. It requires you to set aside your ego, to admit imperfection, to prioritize relationship over being right. Not everyone can do this. Some people would rather preserve their pride than repair a connection. But you've done it. You've said, "I'm sorry," meant it. That shows emotional maturity, self-awareness, and respect for others. It shows that you value growth over perfection, that you'd rather heal than harbor hurt. That's admirable. That's the mark of someone with true character.
Consider your capacity for gratitude. Even in difficult times, you've probably found something to be grateful for. A kind gesture, a small comfort, a moment of peace. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring pain or pretending everything is fine. It means choosing to acknowledge the good that exists alongside the hard. Research shows that gratitude actually changes your brain, making you more resilient, more optimistic, more connected to others. The fact that you can feel gratitude, even in small doses, means you haven't let bitterness win. You're still open to goodness. That openness is a form of hope, and hope is powerful. Here's something worth acknowledging. You've been patient with yourself. Maybe not always, maybe not enough, but there have been moments when you've given yourself grace. When you've said, "It's okay. I'm doing my best," or "I'll try again tomorrow," or "This is hard." And that's okay. Self-patience is a muscle that gets stronger with use. And every time you've practiced it, you've moved closer to self-compassion, closer to treating yourself the way you treat a dear friend. You're learning to be on your own side, and that's one of the most important lessons a person can learn. Finally, let me tell you this. You have survived every single bad day you've ever had. Think about that. Every day you thought you couldn't get through, you got through. Every heartbreak that felt like it would destroy you, you survived. Every loss, every failure, every moment of despair, you outlasted them all. Your track record for getting through difficult days is 100%. That's not luck. That's strength. That's determination. That's the proof that you are capable, resilient, and far stronger than you give yourself credit for. You are a survivor in the truest, most profound sense. Rest in this knowing. You are a survivor. You are resilient. You have everything you need within you. As we move deeper into this journey, let's continue to honor all the ways you are enough.
Here's something remarkable. You process about 11 million bits of information per second. Your senses, sight, sound, touch, taste, smell, are constantly feeding your brain enormous amounts of data. And your brain filters, interprets, and makes sense of it all without you even being aware. Your conscious mind can only handle about 40-50 bits per second. So your brain does the rest automatically right now. Your brain is performing miracles of processing and coordination that the most advanced computers in the world can't match. You are a biological marvel, a sophisticated system of extraordinary complexity. You don't need to do anything to be amazing. You already are, simply by existing. Let's talk about something you've done that required vulnerability. You've asked for help. This is incredibly difficult for many people. It requires admitting you can't do everything alone, that you have limits, that you need support. But you've done it. You've reached out, you've been honest about your struggles. You've let someone else support you. That's not weakness. That's courage. That's wisdom. That's understanding that we're not meant to carry everything by ourselves. Asking for help is how we build community, how we deepen relationships, how we survive the hardest parts of life. You've done this brave thing, and that makes you stronger, not weaker. Here's a beautiful truth. You've witnessed beauty and taken the time to appreciate it. Maybe you stopped to watch a sunset, or listen to a song that moved you, or notice the way light filtered through leaves in our busy, demanding world. Pausing to appreciate beauty is an act of presence, of mindfulness, of choosing to fully experience life rather than just rushing through it. Your ability to be moved by beauty means you're not numb, not closed off, not too busy or too hurt to let the world touch you. You remain open. You remain receptive. That's a form of bravery in itself. Consider this. You've grown in ways you can't even measure. Not everything can be quantified or put on a resume. You've grown in empathy, in patience, in understanding. You've become more yourself. You've shed old beliefs that no longer fit. You've expanded your capacity for love, for joy, for sitting with discomfort. This growth doesn't always feel dramatic. It happens quiet, incrementally, in tiny shifts that accumulate over time. But it's real. You are not who you were. You've evolved in ways both visible and invisible. And that evolution is ongoing. You're still becoming.
Here's something powerful. You've protected your peace. Maybe you left a conversation that was becoming toxic. Maybe you turned off the news when it was overwhelming you. Maybe you said no to an invitation because you needed rest. Protecting your peace isn't selfishness. It's self-preservation. It's understanding that you can't pour from an empty cup, that your well-being matters, that you're allowed to prioritize your mental and emotional health. Every time you protect your peace, you're making a statement. I matter. My well-being matters. I deserve to feel okay. And you're absolutely right. Let's talk about your emotions again, but from a different angle. You feel things deeply, and that's a superpower. In a world that often tells us to be tough, to not be too emotional, to keep it together, you still feel. You cry when you're sad. You laugh when something delights you. You get angry when you witness injustice. Your emotions are messengers bringing you information about what matters to you, what you need, what's happening in your inner world. They're not inconvenient or embarrassing. They're essential. They make you human, compassionate, alive. Never apologize for feeling deeply. It's one of your greatest strengths. Here's a profound truth. You've been someone's safe space.
Someone has felt comfortable enough with you to be vulnerable, to share their fears, to show their true self. That's an incredible honor. It means they trust you, they feel safe with you, they know you won't judge or betray them. Creating that sense of safety for another person is a gift. It requires empathy, patience, and the ability to hold space for someone else's pain without trying to fix it or minimize it. You've done this. You've been that person that shows the depth of your character, the strength of your compassion. Consider your ability to hope. Even after disappointments, even after plans fell through or dreams didn't materialize, you still hope. You still believe that things can get better, that tomorrow might be different, that possibility exists. Hope is not naivety, it's courage. It's choosing to believe in potential even when the evidence is scarce. It's lighting a candle in the darkness, not because you're sure it will help, but because you refuse to let the darkness win completely. Your hope, however fragile it sometimes feels, is a form of resistance. It keeps you moving forward. It keeps you alive. Here's something important: you've tried things even though you might fail. You've taken risks, put yourself out there, attempted things without a guarantee of success. That's how growth happens. That's how we discover what we're capable of. Every time you try something new, you're choosing courage over comfort, possibility over safety. Not all of your attempts have succeeded, but that's not the point. The point is that you tried. You didn't let fear completely stop you. You didn't play it so safe that you never lived. You stepped into the arena, and that takes guts. Finally, remember this: you are loved. Maybe by many people, maybe by just a few, but you are loved. Someone's face lights up when you walk in the room. Someone thinks of you when you're not there. Someone's life is better because you're in it. You might not always feel this love. We all have moments of loneliness and doubt, but the love is real, even when you can't sense it. You are held in the hearts of others. You matter to people. Your presence in the world makes a difference to someone. You are loved, and you are worthy of that love. Breathe deeply. You are loved, you are capable. You are exactly who you need to be. Let's continue this gentle unfolding, discovering even more reasons why you are profoundly enough. Here's something beautiful about your existence. You've witnessed moments that will never happen again. Every sunset you've watched was unique. The exact colors, the specific clouds, the precise moment in time. Every conversation you've had, every laugh you've shared, every quiet moment of connection, they were all unrepeatable. You've been present for thousands of these fleeting, precious moments, and they've all woven together to create the tapestry of your life. Your life isn't just a collection of big events. It's made up of these small, irreplaceable moments, and you've been there for every single one of them. That's something sacred. Let's talk about your ability to change your mind. You've held beliefs that you later reconsidered. You've had opinions that evolved. You've said, "I was wrong about that," or "I see it differently now." Changing your mind isn't weakness or inconsistency. It's growth. It's intellectual honesty. It's being willing to let new information reshape your understanding. Rigid thinking keeps us stuck. Flexible thinking allows us to expand, to learn, to become wiser. You have this flexibility. You're not so attached to being right that you can't admit when you're wrong. That's maturity. That's wisdom.
Here's a profound truth. You've kept going even when you couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. There have been times when you had no idea how things would work out, when the future felt completely uncertain, when you couldn't imagine feeling better. but you kept putting one foot in front of the other anyway. You kept going not because you were confident it would get better, but simply because you chose to keep going. That's faith, not religious faith necessarily, but faith in the process, faith that life continues. Faith that this moment isn't forever. You've walked through darkness, trusting that eventually, somewhere, there would be light again. And there always was. Consider this, you've had moments of pure joy, maybe they were brief. A perfect bite of food, a song that made you want to dance, a joke that made you laugh until you cried. A moment of connection that felt electric. These moments of joy, however fleeting, are proof that happiness is possible for you. Even if you're struggling now, even if joy feels distant, you've experienced it before. That means you can experience it again. Joy is part of your emotional range, part of your human experience. It hasn't abandoned you permanently. It's just waiting for the right moment to return. Here's something powerful. You've influenced someone's life path. Maybe something you said inspired someone to pursue a dream. Maybe your encouragement gave someone the confidence to take a risk. Maybe your example showed someone a different way of being. We rarely get to see the full extent of our influence, but it's there. You've been a turning point in someone's story, a catalyst for their growth, a reason they chose courage over fear. Your existence has altered the trajectory of other lives in ways both seen and unseen. That's legacy, that's impact, that's proof that you matter. Let's talk about your ability to rest in a culture that glorifies hustle and productivity. Choosing to rest is an act of rebellion. You've allowed yourself to sleep in, to take a day off, to say I can't do more today. Rest isn't laziness, it's how we heal, how we recharge, how we sustain ourselves for the long journey. Your body needs rest, your mind needs rest, your soul needs rest. And when you honor that need, you're not being weak, you're being wise. You're acknowledging that you're human, that you have limits, that those limits deserve respect. Here's a beautiful reality. You've created memories for other people. Someone remembers a time when you made them laugh. Someone holds on to a conversation you had. Someone cherishes a moment you shared. You exist in other people's memories, living on in their minds and hearts even when you're not physically present. The memories you've created, through your words, your actions, your presence, are gifts that keep giving long after the moment has passed. You've left imprints on other people's lives, and those imprints are indelible. Consider your resilience in the face of rejection. You've been told no by people, by institutions, by life itself. You've faced rejection in relationships and work, and pursuits that matter to you. And it hurt. Rejection always hurts because it touches our deepest fear, that we're not enough. But here's what's remarkable. You survived, but you didn't let rejection define you or destroy you. You kept going, kept trying, kept putting yourself out there, despite the risk of being rejected again. That's courage, that's resilience, that's refusing to let fear or pain have the final word. Here's something worth celebrating. You've learned to be alone with yourself. Not everyone can do this. Many people need constant distraction, constant noise, constant company to avoid facing themselves. But you've sat with yourself, with your thoughts, your feelings, your inner world. Maybe it wasn't comfortable. Maybe you discovered things about yourself that were hard to face, but you did it anyway. You built a relationship with yourself, and that's the most important relationship you'll ever have. You're learning to be your own companion, your own friend, your own source of comfort. That's freedom. Finally, let me tell you this. You are a miracle of time, and your parents conceived you at exactly the right moment for you to exist. If they conceived a child even 1 month earlier or later, you would have been a different child, a different DNA. But they didn't. They conceived you at that exact moment, creating this exact version of you. And then you were born at exactly the right time to experience this particular era of human history, to meet the specific people you've met. To have the exact experiences you've had. The timing of your existence is perfect, because it created you. This irreplaceable, unrepeatable you. Your timing is impeccable because you're here, now, exactly when you're supposed to be. Rest in this truth. Your timing is perfect. Your existence is intentional. You are here for a reason.
As we approach the end of this journey together, let's embrace the final truths about why you are enough. Here's something profound.
You've been brave enough to be seen. In a world where it's tempting to hide, to play small, to keep yourself protected behind walls. You've shown yourself. You've let people see you, really see you. Maybe not everyone, maybe not all the time, but you've taken the risk of visibility. You've shared your thoughts, your feelings, your authentic self. That's terrifying and courageous in equal measure. Being truly seen requires vulnerability, and vulnerability requires strength. You have that strength even when you feel weak. Let's talk about your contribution to the world. You don't need to cure diseases or change history to contribute. Your contribution might be smaller, quieter, but it's no less significant. Maybe you make someone coffee just the way they like it. Maybe you keep a plant alive. Maybe you create art that no one sees but that brings you joy. Maybe you smile at strangers. Maybe you show up to work and do your job well. All of these things matter. All of these things are contributions. You add value to the world simply by participating in it, by being a functional, caring member of society. Your contribution is enough. Here's a beautiful truth. You carry wisdom from your experiences. Every difficult thing you've been through taught you something. Maybe it taught you what you don't want, what your boundaries are, what you're capable of surviving. Maybe it taught you compassion or patience or the value of the present moment. Your experiences, good and bad, have shaped you into someone with depth, with understanding, with hard-won wisdom. You know things that can only be learned through living, through struggling, through continuing. That wisdom is valuable, and it's yours to keep and to share. Consider this. You've made peace with some things. Not everything. Peace is often a work in progress. But there are things you've accepted, things you've stopped fighting against, things you've made room for in your life. Maybe you've made peace with a body that doesn't look the way you want it to. Maybe you've accepted that a certain relationship will never be what you hoped. Maybe you've come to terms with a limitation or a loss. Making peace doesn't mean giving up. It means releasing the exhausting battle against what is and finding a way to move forward anyway. That's wisdom. That's grace. Here's something powerful. You've been authentic even when it cost you. There have been times when being yourself meant losing something, a relationship, an opportunity, approval. But you were yourself anyway. You didn't contort yourself into someone else's expectations. You didn't sacrifice your truth for acceptance. That's integrity. That's self-respect. That's understanding that the cost of losing yourself is higher than any external loss. You've chosen yourself, and that choice takes courage most people never find. Let's talk about your capacity to begin again. Every morning is a new beginning. Every breath is a fresh start. You've had countless opportunities to begin again, and you've taken them. After mistakes, after setbacks, after the hardest days, you've begun again. You've woken up and tried one more time. That resilience, that willingness to keep beginning, is what carries us through life. You don't have to get it right on the first try, or the 10th try, or the 100th try. You just have to keep beginning. And you do. You always do.
Here's a profound reality. You've survived your own mind. Your thoughts can be your harshest critic, your scariest adversary. You've had thoughts that told you you weren't enough, that you should give up, that things would never get better. You've had anxiety spiral, depression descend, doubt creep in, and yet you're still here. You've survived every thought, every mental battle, every dark night of the soul. Your mind is powerful, but you are more powerful. You've proven that again and again simply by continuing to exist. Consider your ability to find light in darkness. Even in your worst moments, you found something to hold on to, a reason to keep going, a tiny spark of hope, a memory that made you smile, a possibility that kept you breathing. Finding light in darkness isn't about being naive or ignoring pain. It's about refusing to let darkness be the only thing you see. It's about actively seeking, even when seeking is hard, even when the light is dim. You've done this. You've been your own light bearer when no one else could do it for you. Here's something essential. You've treated yourself with compassion, at least sometimes, maybe not as often as you should. But there have been moments when you've been kind to yourself, when you've said, I'm doing my best, or it's okay to struggle, or I deserve rest. Self-compassion is one of the hardest practices because we've been trained to be our own harshest critics. But you've fought against that training. You've offered yourself gentleness. Every moment of self-compassion is a victory, a step toward loving yourself the way you deserve to be loved. Let's acknowledge something beautiful. You've hoped for others. You've wanted good things for people you love. You've celebrated their victories, hoped for their healing, wished for their happiness, that generosity of spirit. Hoping for others' well-being shows the expansiveness of your heart. You understand that life isn't a zero-sum game, that someone else's joy doesn't diminish yours, that we rise together. Your ability to hope for others, to genuinely want good things for them, is a testament to your character. It shows you lead with love. And finally, here is the ultimate truth. You've hoped for others, you've wanted good things for people you love. You've celebrated their victories, hoped for their healing, wished for their happiness, the generosity of spirit. Hoping for others' well-being shows the expansiveness of your heart. You understand that life isn't a zero-sum game, that someone else's joy doesn't diminish yours, that we rise together. Your ability to hope for others, to genuinely want good things for them, is a testament to your character. It shows you lead with love. And finally, here is the ultimate truth. You are enough simply because you exist. Not because of what you've accomplished, not because of who loves you, not because of what you contribute, not because of any of the reasons I've shared. Those are all beautiful truths, but they're secondary to this primary truth. Your existence itself is enough. You don't need to earn your worth. You don't need to prove your value. You don't need to become someone different or better. Right now, in this exact moment, exactly as you are, with all your imperfections, all your struggles, all your doubts, you are completely, utterly, perfectly enough. You always have been. You always will be. Your enoughness is not something you achieve, it's something you are. It's woven into the fabric of your being. It's as fundamental as your heartbeat. It's essential as your breath. You are enough. You have always been enough. And you will always be enough.
Rest now. Let these truths settle into your heart. You are enough. You are loved. You are exactly who you need to be. Sleep well knowing that you are complete. You are whole. You are perfectly, beautifully